Joining me today, I have David Pollendine, the National Director of Development Growth with International Justice Mission. We know them as IJM Canada. David, thank you for being here today.
Yeah, thank you. It's great to be here.
Just for anyone who might not know, we would love to hear first and foremost, what is International Justice Mission Canada? What is your ministry?
Sure. So IJM, or International Justice Mission, we're the largest anti-slavery organization in the world. And we've got a very bold vision by 2030 to end slavery by this date. Yeah. And so, what do we mean by slavery? So we work things like sexual violence, trafficking, violence against women and children, forced labor, slavery. And so there's many different kinds of things that would contribute. It's actually not just slavery, but violence as well. And so we're working in countries like Colombia, El Salvador, Romania. So about 36 countries in all, and right across the globe, across every continent. But especially focused on the developing world. And we have a theory of change, which is really kind of what we live by, and that is that where the end of violence happens when you end impunity. And so, when you enforce the law, violence stops. And so that's what we've seen again and again and again, that when you are able to do that, it sometimes takes years, but it actually does work, and it's worth sticking around for. So, yeah, that's kind of in a nutshell who we are.
May not be easy, but it will be worth it. You guys are living that out. It is so beautiful. IJM has a very close place in my heart as well. Now, Missionfest coming up February 2nd to 4th. You guys have a booth there?
We do, yes. We have a booth, and we are in the main, we're going to be situated in the main sanctuary, so where all the main plenary sessions are happening. So that's nice because we get to hear the sessions as well.
Yes.
And then, if anyone's going, if any listeners are going, you just need to turn around 180 degrees, and then we should be there somewhere.
Fantastic. What are you most looking forward to at Missionfest this year?
Yeah, I think we have a very bold vision at IGM to be able to protect 500 million people by 2030. And so, that's not going to happen. We can't do that on our own. So we really need people to get on board with that and to support what we do. But actually, not just people. We want the church. It's really important that this is led by the church and led by Christians, because this is something that matters dearly to God and to the way to Jesus. And so, yeah, we are looking forward to be able to sharing that story with anyone who comes to our booth. We're going to be encouraging people to become pals of IGM. So that means to do three things. One, to become prayer partners. The work of justice is the work of God, and so we can't do it without prayer and without really crying out to him to help. Secondly, we want people to act. I mean, obviously that would be getting involved in supporting the work, but becoming a freedom partner. But actually not just that, there's lots of ways that we can act, and it could be just being conscious about what we wear and what we buy so that they're not sourced through slavery supply chains. And then finally, learning about the issue of slavery and violence in the world. There are so many things that take the news, and rightly so, conflicts, climate change, really important issues. But slavery sometimes goes under the radar because it's not such a dramatic thing. It's often something that happens on a very local level, and it's happening between neighbors or even family. And so that's something we really need to lift the lid on and let people become much more aware. We're going to have a free magazine that people can sign up to called Faith and Justice. So we'll be also just doing, pitching that and just getting people to sign up to that as well. But it'd be lovely to see anyone who's listening to see you there. That would be lovely. I'll be there. I will be there.
Right on. Well, thank you so much for the time, David. As always, a pleasure. And I hope, it goes really well.
Thanks, Sylvia. Appreciate it.